Aspiring author, you know God has called you to write a book. You've dreamt about it, you've prayed about it, and you've even have ideas about it. You've been thinking about writing a book for years, but the thought of starting overwhelms you because you like to have everything figured out. You want to know the book writing process from A to Z. You want to see the whole picture, yet God has only given you a few steps. Have you taken those first steps yet? Have you moved on what he has already told you? I know it's not easy and it seems a little scary to write a book, but it's time to obey, sis. Ready to write your first book and make an impact? Do you wish you could organize your book ideas without feeling overwhelmed and actually find the time to write and finish your book? Hey, I'm Donna Cherie, a book writing coach and author. Welcome to Book Writing Made Simple. Inside this podcast, I'll teach you how to get a clear vision for your book idea, get organized, keep it simple, and develop a writing plan so you can finally get your book out into the world. Grab a notebook and pen with your favorite cup of tea. Hey, thanks for tuning in today. I'm so glad you're here, especially if you've been thinking about writing a book for a while, but you haven't quite made that move yet. And if this is your first time listening, welcome. You're in the right place. Around here, we're talking about writing your first book, simplifying the process, getting organized, staying disciplined, and actually getting that book out of your head and into your hands. Also, don't forget you can access my free book outline template called Plan Your Book with Clarity, available for you in the show notes. Inside the template, you'll be able to organize your ideas in one place, map out your chapters, write down key points and stories you want to include, clarify your book message, and create a simple direction for your writing process. If you've been sitting down to write and wondering, where do I even start, or how do I organize all my ideas and notes? This resource will really help you simplify the process and gain clarity along your writing journey. The link to grab your free book outline template is in the show notes. Today may be a bit of a hard conversation, but I'm sharing this message truly in love because I really want you to stop waiting for the perfect time and conditions to write your book. I really believe that you have what it takes to write and publish your first book. God gave you the desire to write the book over 10 years ago, and yet you still haven't made it a priority. If you really believe that God has called you to write a book and you know that it's going to change someone else's life, that it's going to make a kingdom impact, when will you be ready? When will you answer the call? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you don't have legitimate responsibilities. I know you have children. I know you have a job. You have a business. I know you have family responsibilities. I know life be lifing. But sometimes, if we're honest with ourselves, we can use all of these activities and roles and responsibilities as reasons to continue putting off what God has already told us what we need to do. And I want to challenge you today. Of course, I am not condemning you, but I want to challenge you and share with you this information in love. What has God already told you to do? Because you may be waiting on another instruction when God is waiting on you to move on the last one that he gave you. There has been times in my life when I thought I heard God wrong because I thought he was asking me to do something I had to do in my own strength. The task seemed so hard, too unimaginable, and I couldn't figure everything out in the way that I wanted to. Naturally, I'm an organized person. Duh. I like to plan. I like to have a backup plan to the backup plan. You hear me? But what I've learned over the years is that when I follow God, his voice, his instructions, I don't need a backup to the backup plan. I just need to follow his guidance. Trust me, I know. Obedience doesn't always feel comfortable. I moved to a state where I knew absolutely no one. No car, no job, no license, no money, no housing. It was an act of obedience. Was I nervous? Yes. Did I think about if things didn't work out? Yes. Did I question if it was really what the Lord had told me to do? Absolutely yes. But I did it anyway. Like me, you want God to give you the entire blueprint before you take the first step, but you really need to trust God enough to take the next step, that initial step that He has given you. You have to believe in your mind and in your heart that God will never lead you wrong. He will always lead you in the right direction, and that goes for writing your book too. So, take the first step. What was the first thing God told you to do? Have you completed that step? If not, what's holding you up, keeping you hostage? Identify it. And I want you to really sit with that question. Really sit there and think about this. What is holding you up? What is keeping you hostage from moving forward and taking the next step that God has given you? Is it fear? Are you afraid that you're not a good enough writer? Are you afraid that nobody will read it? Are you overwhelmed because you don't know the entire book writing process? Are you waiting for the perfect time? Are you trying to figure out the title before you even write the book? What is it? Because you can't address what you haven't identified. In other words, you can't fix what you won't face. Can I get a snap on that? Once you identify what's keeping you stuck, you can begin to deal with it. Next, stop requiring God to give you the entire blueprint before you move. You may want to know, how am I going to write this? How long is this going to take? Who's going to edit it? How am I going to publish it? Who's going to buy it? How am I going to market it? All those are legitimate questions, but you don't necessarily need the answers to all of those questions right now in this moment where you are in the book writing process. You need to know what your next step is. That's it. If God has told you to write, then write. If He has given you the idea, start developing the idea. If He's giving you the message, clarify the message. You don't have to know everything to begin. You just have to be willing to take the next step. Then don't confuse preparation with obedience. Don't confuse preparation with obedience. This is a big one. You can spend years, literally a number of years, preparing to write a book. You can listen to all the podcasts in the world. Don't stop listening to this one. You can watch YouTube videos, buy books about writing books, read blogs. You can change your title over and over and over again. You can change your ideas, have tons of ideas, but they all don't go in this book. You can brainstorm and then brainstorm some more and just stay in a cycle on the hamster wheel of brainstorming. At some point, sis, you've got to write. Preparation has its place, it definitely does, but there comes a point when preparation becomes another way to delay taking action. You don't need to know everything before you begin. I know I said that already, but I'm saying it again. You don't need to know everything before you begin. I understand you may be an organized person. Understand you may be an overthinker, but God is not asking you to overthink. He's not asking you to figure it all out. All He's asking you is to take the step that He gave you, and you can learn as you go. Give yourself permission to learn the process along the way. You didn't know how to write the book when you first had the idea. That's okay. I didn't know everything when I wrote my first book either. There are things I know now that I didn't know then. That's part of the journey. You don't have to become a publishing expert before you become an author. You can learn the writing process as you write. You can learn them simultaneously. You can learn about editing when you get to the editing stage. You can learn about publishing when you're getting closer to publishing. You don't have to carry the weight of the entire process today, right now. Focus on the assignment that is in front of you. So let me bring this back home for you. What has God already told you to do? Have you done it? If not, what's holding you up? Write it down, deal with it, confront it. Is it fear? Is it perfection? Is it procrastination? Is it overwhelm? Is it the need to know everything before you start? Whatever it is, identify it and then face it head on with the help of the Lord. You may be asking God, Lord, show me what's next. And He may be saying to you, I already showed you. So, sis, take the first step. If you know you need to get started, but you don't know how to organize all those ideas floating around in your head, I want to help you with that. Download my free Plan Your Book with Clarity book outline template linked in the show notes. It will help you organize your ideas, clarify your message, map out your chapters, and create a simple direction for your writing process. You don't have to figure out the entire book today. You don't have to know every step from A to Z. Take the step that's in front of you. Pray, get clear, get organized, and write. The book you've been thinking about for years isn't going to write itself. It's time to obey, sis. One step, one chapter, one writing session at a time. I pray this message encouraged you and that you'll proceed forward with the next step that God has told you to go in. Until next time, ciao. Thanks for tuning in. I hope today's episode inspired you to take that next step to write your book. Remember, small steps lead to big results. If this podcast has blessed you in some way, be sure to leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. Your support means the world to me, and it helps others to find the show. Also, be sure to pass on the inspiration by sharing this episode with a friend who could benefit from this message. God bless you, sis, and never, ever give up.